a compilation of previous videos to make up for inconsistency. Better content will be guaranteed at November-December. Thank you so much and have fun watching.
Yo, listen, I took a character from my drawing book and turned it into a 3D model using Blender. Now, for those of you who don't know what Blender is, don't worry, I'll tell you, free of charge. Now, Blender is a free 3D software where you can make models, animations, and even video games in if you want. And I have the honor of saying that I love this program and it's a 100% must-have for you 3D artists out there who are beginning out, just like me. And one tiny piece of advice, if you really want to have this program wrapped around your finger, then all you have to do is practice and be dedicated. Because, yeah, your boy's gone through this, and as you see in the title of this video, I'm gonna take you down last year December as I tell you my experience learning Blender. So, sit back, relax, dig in. It all started after my dad gave me a new laptop after what felt like years, but totally worth the wait. After setting up everything and making a Microsoft account for the first time, one question came to mind. What do? I mean, I can't just binge watch all of my favorite show. I had to do something productive somehow. And that's when the creative side of me came out and said, you can learn 3D. What? Now, to be specific, I wanted a 3D program where all you had to do was just spawn a random character, place a camera on the set, and then just ragdoll it all over the place, SMG4 style. But I'm damn sure no application that could do this unless you're in Gmod. But no, I couldn't afford it. Then my quest to find this software started and I found Cinema 4D, but problem is you had to buy that Maya. And to be honest, I wasn't really sure if you had to buy that one or just subscribe it. I honestly don't know, but I took it as a must buy. So, what is the thirds of charm? Round of applause, please. Because I saw this logo, then did some research and I saw this. Opened it and I found this. And to save you all that time, let me break down what I did. So I went to YouTube, searched how to use Blender for Dummies, and this donut guy came in. So I followed this video course until episode 5 where I branched out and started doing my own stuff where I made this. Yes, a proud creation, and I hate it. It looks so chunky, like you can just know what shape I used to make it. I hate you with a passion. So I ditched the model and did a remake, and might I add, it took me a whole New Year night to complete this model. Meaning I tortured myself for an entire night and I was able to come up with this. Not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Oh wait, before I forget, round of applause please. So after all that work, came the nightmare fuel itself, rigging. Honestly, I thought all you had to do was just spawn a human meta rig, scale it to match your mesh, parent it with automatic weights, and boom, you're done. But my character had a completely different anatomy structure. Now, instead of branching out and starting learning how to deal with this problem, I just carried this problem with me since January until I died 2 weeks ago, I think. Where I finally got myself to listen to this rig guide tutorial of what he had to say, and it actually worked. Now, the reason this took a whole, I don't know how many months since January, but let me explain. See, the thing is I just had this video, but looking at the video length, I just gave up trying to watch it because I was trying to, brute force my way to get it to work, but it did not work. So, finally forced myself to sit down, listen to what this guy had to say, downloaded the Bone Widget add-on he said, and a few moments later, I was able to do this. The relief that came with it at long last. I'm in peace. Now, a lesson learned from this: stop, listen, and learn. Don't rush. Sure, these things take their time learning it, but all you have to do is practice and, again, be dedicated. So, yeah, that's about everything I got for my experience learning Blender. So, have a good whatever time zone you're in, again. Ever wanted to make your first movie and look at it and say, wow, I like that? Well, I did that when I was a kid around 2017 to 2020. I did not have any fancy equipment, no script, just me and my mom's phone. And I know what you're thinking. Just how did I do this? Well, let me tell you how it all started, back from the beginning. Anyone ever watched Into the Badlands? No, of course you didn't. Well, my mom bought the show for the whole house to watch, but truth is, I wasn't paying attention to the show, nah. I was admiring the fancy logo studio at the end of every episode. Wow, dude, you mean to tell me instead of watching the actual show, you just watched the damn logo? Well, yeah, And this love for Logo Studios grew even more when I first saw the Netflix intro. Look at it! Just look at it. Then I decided, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm gonna make my own movie. It's gonna be the best movie no one in this house has ever made.
Yeah, right. Good luck, dumbass.
And don't get me wrong, it came to a point where I became so jealous of these big movie studios making the best movies on the block, so I said, nah, I'm gonna make my own movie. No script, no plot, no set. So, like, there was a box which was the set, and I just had me and my dog and my mom's phone and my favorite toy dog, but doesn't matter. I started recording. Now came to the best and worst part of it all. Recording. Like, I just sat on the couch while thinking of what the movie's name's gonna be like in the first place, till I just looked at my toy and said, it. Life of a dog it is. So I put the dog in a box I mentioned earlier. Yeah, the box I mentioned earlier. And I started recording. But one thing I had to mention though, me talking off script was so smooth, unlike today where I can't even maintain eye contact in front of the whole school. And like, hey, I'm on speech and I don't know how to look at you guys properly, so I'm kinda nervous, so come on, give us a flag, alright? But most of the stuff I did was just record, pause, pose the toy, bring the camera up close, and pause, record, talk, pause, and the cycle repeats itself. And I didn't just record in the box, like I had a whole house to myself. I even had a back corridor. But the hardest part was getting the doll to sit up straight. You know, like posing. Not that kind of posing. Not posing on 3D as in posing. You know, your doll, like posing an action figure. I posed the thing to just sit down like any other dog does, and then when I get to my camera and try to record the damn thing, it falls down. Bruh. What the heck? Fortunately, I only had to deal with this problem like a couple times throughout the recording, and this movie would have been longer if it weren't for me being all lazy and saying, nah, screw it. I give up. And now, for the moment of truth. Dear subscribers, this is the result of Kid Me's imagination and laziness at the same time. I present to you the Life of a Dog movie. Infinity cringe.
Long time ago, there lived a dog called Kitana who lived in a very messy place that looks like a pigsty. Now we're gonna be looking at Life of a Dog. What's for breakfast? Oh, a dead spider. Let's see what does the trick. I sure needed that. La 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 la, be free. La 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 la, be free. Yeah. Almost there. Just one leg left. And done. Aha, is that what I think it is? A water dispenser. This could even help more than, well, I can quench my thirsty. Such a naughty dog for a naughty partner. There's even water droplets. Ah! Ow. A joyride.
Big time. Now which way should I go?
This way or that way? If I was smart enough, I didn't know which way to go. So I just take the shortcut. This wasn't the best place to have a fair. I am out of here! Okay, kita na take over the height advantage. I wonder what's inside there.
Oh my gosh.
These things? Must be a playtime gift. What about here? Yeah. I wonder who's in here. Hello. Is anybody there? There. Repeats the same thing I said. Something smells.
To be honest, Kid Me, after watching all this, I was off my chair. I showed my mom, I told my sis about it, I showed her too. I told my mom to show it to other of her friends without being embarrassed about it, like I should. But today, looking at it, I just see a kid who's passionate for making videos for the world developing, but I am still somehow embarrassed looking at it. But hey, if you did it, you did it. So yeah, that's everything.
Peace.
Oh, by the way, I'm trying to upload it regularly, but high school life can get hella busy. Lucky, it's in August, I'm on a holiday. So yeah, see ya. It took me it took a minute to watch the clip, and what the heck? The kid me, what? Like, what?
Все будет, как решит монолог твоей души. Со мной ты Венера, я Земля. Ева, я любила тебя.
And that wraps out about everything in the channel so far. Thank you. And if you like, if you want to see more, then consider subscribing. It'll help me a lot. Now, let's get on to business. The inconsistency issue, yes, I understand. It's been something that's been dragging me down a lot, especially when it comes to this channel. But time we clear some things up, if there's anyone really seeing this. I am a high school student. I am 3 years in, and next year is gonna be my final year in high school. So yeah, I have a lot of responsibilities. I have to prioritize. Yeah, like I want to do all that, but I want to do more than just do what I'm supposed to do. I want to focus on this channel. I want to focus on my art, and I want to focus on my skills. I want to see how far this will take me. So I'm going in my final term and my third year in high school. So, and during my or in my upcoming holiday, I'll make sure to not leave this thing hanging. Yeah, that's a promise. And to all those and to my dear subscribers, yes, thank you for coming this far, and thank you for being patient with me despite all the massive screw ups. So, yeah, that's just about everything. Have a nice time zone.